Okay.
Hi everyone.
Murders Across Borders here.
Yeah, this is Val.
And Kate. And you are here for our...
We're trying something different tonight with our recording.
Yeah. We're on our... trying this Riverside FM studio that I found. So we're gonna try this and see how it works. We're trying the free version for now. So we'll see how the recording turns out and how much easier it is to maybe post this to YouTube so our YouTube fans can actually watch our videos.
Some people that I shall not name prefer watching our videos than listening to this podcast. Oh, this is premeditated rambling. Premeditated rambling. This is
Premeditated ramblings.
I did it. I'm very, very English.
Buster's here with us.
Oh, little Buster.
He's got his Adidas hoodie on.
We even got a little tongue going on.
He is all about the tongue. Side note, I think he's like going blind. I'm hoping not like super bad, but like sometimes in the light I can tell that his eyes almost have this like ring on him. But like the vet saw him the other day and said that like he was nearsighted now. And so, but she made it sound like chill that she was like, oh, he's like nearsighted. He's like grumpy, and so he might not be able to like see quite as well. But then like,
does he need glasses?
Does he what?
Does he need glasses? Like, why does it matter for a dog?
I don't know. Well, but then, like the other day, like when I look at his eyes, you can almost see this like fog almost in the black cornea, and so I think that's what she was talking about. But I think it might be worse than what she thought, because sometimes he'll like not want to jump up on something, and other times he will, and so they said that's sometimes a vision thing.
Okay.
And then he also like all of a sudden one night at James's aunt's, he like stopped sleeping through the night, and he would like wake up restless and like scratching around and digging, and then she started turning on like her little nightlight, and he went to sleep. And so at home then the first night he was like great, and he just passed out, and then after that, like, he would wake up and he was, like, awake all night. And he was, like, he was seeing a ghost. He would, like, stand on my bed and just, like, look around. Or he would go, like, stand, like, on James and just, like, look at it. Like, and then he would, like, dig around. And he was so weird. And so I started turning on, like, the kitchen light and having, like, a night light in, like, the hall or the kitchen. So I like sleeping in pitch black or with, like, a lamp. But, like, he's been way calmer at night when we have some type of light on. So I don't know if his vision's, like, worse than what we thought, and he freaks out at night with like it being so black and he can't see anything then, or I don't know, but I think I'm gonna have to let the vet know next time and be like, okay, can you see how like actually his vision is actually looking, because and he's also been more clingy than he usually is, and they said that's another thing with like, I mean, he still goes and plays and stuff, but like I don't know, I think he's losing it a little bit more than she hinted at. And so, but yeah, my poor baby, he's 13, he's gonna be 13 in April.
Oh wow.
Like, sad.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so old. Also, I look like I'm exhausted and I haven't slept in days, but it's also because I think I've been going to sleep at like 2 the last few nights, and so I really haven't been sleeping. And so, also, side note, I haven't been home in time to get my mail, but my raccoon backpack that's going to look like that on the front came in the mail, and my fanny pack, which Val doesn't agree with fanny packs, so we're just going to have to convert her. We're just going to convert her.
No.
Everyone loves fanny packs. You know how handy fanny packs are, though? Because, like, if you're ADHD like me, and you forget everything, like, when you go to, like, Vegas, I never lost my purse anywhere because I always had my fanny pack around my waist, and so I never set.
It's an okay situation to have.
Well, like just anywhere though, like I don't like set it down and like I don't like having the purse slung across me. I used to have one of those like side slung purses, and then it would like rub on my side or on my leg, and I'd have like a rash. And then like other purses, you just kind of hang over your shoulder, just feels awkward and girly, and I was just like, I don't know. And so then I was just like, I'm just cool, and I throw on my fanny pack, and I have my ID, and I have, like, everything I need right there. And so I'm like, I'm going to be dorky. I'm going to bring fanny packs back. But I'm getting my possum one in the mail, so that's coming. And then I did another Amazon order. So next week when you guys see me, I'm going to have my, like, cool gamer headset on and try that out with the microphone. And it's like lime green, and it's going to be really cool, and it should have already been here. So, other side note, I'm using these cool mics, even though I just got this cool one from my dad. But
Without the wires.
My dad didn't give me the wires. And apparently, so I like, as prepared as I am, I'm like, oh, I'm all ready with my new mic that I got this weekend. And then I'm like, late to the recording, and I run over and get it out of the box, and I'm like, shit, there's no cord. So I did not plan this ahead of time before tonight. I literally just realized tonight that there is no cord, and like, the USB thing for this is weird, and none of my USB cords fit this. So I messaged my dad, I'm like, did your microphone come with cords, possibly? Because I am going to see him this weekend, so I'm like, going to see if it possibly came with cords. Not sure. Otherwise, I'll have also those gamer headphones to try out too. And I bought myself a Kindle because I decided to do a random purchase that I didn't need. Have you ever used a Kindle?
It's like the reading tablet that you just...
Yeah.
It's like a book, but it's...
On the little tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one that I got from something, and it's like a really crappy old one, and it dies in like 2 hours, so it's really pointless. Like, it dies in like a day. And so then I was like, and I have my tablet, and I read on my phone, but then I was like, so I splurged and bought the Kindle Paperwhite, which is also waterproof. So I was like, I can read in the bathtub, and like, I could read like at the beach because it's waterproof. And then it also has like the black light thing, and I was like, this would be good though, because then I can put away my phone at night, which I'm really bad at, and because I like reading at night. So then I was like, I could put away my phone at night and just have my Kindle and read, and not be scrolling to apps and like switching back and forth, and like, so I splurged, and like most of the Kindles are like 160 or something for a 16 gig. And then I saw on a Facebook group that they're like 160 for like a year warranty and 16 gig. And so then one of the people was like, I just bought the Kindle Kid is on sale right now on Amazon. So it's like 8 gig for 109 and 16 gig for 120. So I was like, okay. And it comes with a 2-year warranty. And then a 1 free year of like the Kids Plus, where you can get like kids books for free for a year, which is like Harry Potter and all the fun kids chapter books, which I don't need that. But it's a 2-year warranty, and it comes with a case, which is like $20. So I was like, I'm just going to buy the kid one, and then you just turn off the kid settings, and then you can do anything else that you need to. And they're like, everyone in the comments is like, there's no point in buying an adult Kindle when you can just buy the kid one with no ads for cheaper. So I was like, I was going to wait until Black Friday and buy it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to splurge. And the battery's supposed to last like a week or two, or it's supposed to last like 30 hours of reading. So they're averaging that you're going to read like an hour a day, and so they're like, it could last you a month, because it's supposed to be like an hour a day. But side note, I have a goal of reading 60 books this year on my Goodreads app. I was like, I'm going to read 60. Because like I said, I didn't read anything last year. Barely. I haven't read in years. And then I started in September, and I read 26 books from September until end of December, I think.
Wow.
So I just like went crazy and started reading a million books and listening to a million podcasts. Yeah, so I read 26 books from like September to December. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a new challenge of 60. So I read 7 books so far this year, since January 1st. So I'm doing good right now. So I've already, I have 7 done. I don't even remember what half of them are about at this point. Like, I read them so fast, and then I'm just like, oh. But I get them all from the Libby app, and so I don't ever pay for them. And so I was like, I'm going to spoil myself and get the Kindle, and then I can read on there, too. So that'll be fun. That's my side note. I did not expect to have that rambling, but there you go. There's my rambling about books in Libby and Goodreads.
Yeah. I wanted to do a reading challenge, but my job as a reviewer, I read all day. Like, I grabbed a book not last week, the week before. It's not a long book. I'm halfway through, but it's just like,
What are you reading?
It's a French book. It's a Belgian author that I really, really like. I've been
Okay.
reading all of her stuff since college.
What kind
I
of
had
genres do you read?
Huh?
What kind of genres do you read?
I don't fucking...
Like, are they like romance or thriller or
I don't
psychological?
really like romance. I always think it's cheesy. There's nothing bad if you like it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't enjoy it. I think I like thrillers, polars, like the like investigations,
Okay.
or you know, going on a quest and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, because I'm reading all day and reviewing, I find no pleasure in reading, like, for myself, like, because I was thinking, like, if I want my kids to read more, I should read in front of them. But then I'm like, I don't want to. Because I've been reading all day. It's not novels or anything, but it's still reading words and
then it's not relaxing
reviewing
for
and
you.
correcting. So
That's true.
I'm not. It's ruining my fun of reading.
You have to do like audiobooks instead.
Yeah, but well, because I'm gonna start going to the office a little more, maybe I will have time. But I'm still catching up on Small Town Murder. Probably my favorite podcast of all time.
I need to listen to that one because I haven't listened to it yet.
They are hilarious. Like, one of my favorite part is trying to find places that I know, because it's about small towns, but, like, there was one that happened in Sean's hometown, in Oklahoma, and there was another one close to where he grew up when he lived in Arizona, and there's probably some in Kansas that you know, so, sometimes people are really trashy, or it's just like, oh my god, what went wrong? Anyway, Small Town Murder, big fat shit. But
kind of like that Valley Center one, the meth case.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
I don't even know if they would know about that one. That one was like, I wouldn't even known about it if I didn't work at the same school as the mom.
Yeah,
the mom's daughter.
Right.
I mean, like I barely even like saw it in the paper. I just Googled it and read about it since.
That was such a crazy story.
Let's go listen to that one, guys.
Yeah, if you haven't, I think it's episode 4 or 5.
That one was nuts.
But on another note, I am super fucking proud of myself. So last weekend, the kids were with their dad, so Sean and I went to Costco, and upon entering, I see a ring light set. I was like, oh, everything I looked for on Amazon is either super cheap, so you get poor quality or something that's going to break, or you have to pay a little more, and it's like, is it really worth that money? And it was $20. So I got it's right in front of me right now. That's why I have such a beautiful complexion.
I need to get myself one. I keep seeing them and I never buy one.
Costco, $20. It was, and it's Canadian, so it's probably going to be even cheaper in America, because our Canadian dollar's shit right now. But anyway, so for the past, I think it's going to be my vlog's 3rd anniversary. Yeah, I think so. And Kate and Sean and several other people have been telling me to make videos, because my blog's about how to adult and personal finances.
And she's actually
like
good at it.
Well, I'm good at it. It depends. It depends on the day. I'm good to tell people, here's what I did wrong. Here's what you should do. Learn from my own mistakes. But anyway, so 3 days ago, I decided to start making videos. So I got my ring light, it's holding my phone, it's recording, and I filmed myself washing the dishes and washing the bathroom. And it's because I'm fucking addicted to cleaning videos. I can when I open TikTok and I watch cleaning videos, suddenly it's 3 hours later. I don't know what happened. I have been watching videos of people cleaning their home for 3 hours. And I was like, yeah, might as well join the club. And it feels I feel so, hello fellow kids. I feel so ridiculous, but at the same time, why not try it? People consume content via video way more than blogging, so
And they're
I forget
good.
I
You did like that
it.
sped up version of you like cleaning the bathroom or something. Do you just like
Yeah.
change the speed and just?
I just
Did you do that in TikTok with the speed?
no. I did it with my camera app, I guess.
Oh.
Because I knew it. I know it's possible in TikTok, but then when I started recording myself washing the dishes, which is the first one that I did, I noticed that you can do time lapse. And the first one when I'm washing the dishes, I think it was like sped 30 times, and I was like, yeah, that's too fast. But I can't rewash the dishes. So the
Yeah.
next day, when I washed the bathroom, or when I cleaned the bathroom, I did it 15, and I still think it's too fast. So I might do
It wasn't too
either
bad
5
though.
or 10. It's not that bad.
No, but you also have to do it fast enough to like not run out of, or like not have a really long video and still see
Yeah,
all the cleaning.
nobody needs a 3-hour video of me cleaning my tiny bathroom. But also, I get to share my shitty apartment with the world.
Your bathroom is so cute. You should see my shitty bathroom. Like, I'm living in this rental house from like with brown shag carpet people. So I posted all those videos. I'm like, you can see my brown shag carpet on all of my YouTube shorts with all like Buster playing on the carpet. And you know what? No shame. Like, it's not my house. I don't own it. I paid dirt cheap rent. Like, I will put up with the carpet. I do need to rent one of those carpet steam cleaners. I've never tried one of those. I want to steam clean the carpet sometime and just do like I need to find one and just rent one for like $20 and like steam clean.
Yeah, here you rent it at the grocery store or Walmart.
That's what I need to do that and just make I always feel better when the house is clean. Like when when the bathroom's clean and I get in like a cleaning mode, I'm always like, why do I not do this more often? Like it's nice to have this clean space. So then I clean the living area space because it was driving me nuts because there was so much shit everywhere. I threw it all in my room because it's all my stuff. And so my room, you can walk like a foot into my room and then a foot over to this little corner where I sit. It's horrible. It's so bad. But my living space out there looks nice, huh? Ish.
That's important.
But my room is fucked.
Yeah, well, my kids' room.
Happy mediums, guys.
Huh?
I said a happy medium. I need to find that happy middle.
Like, your house is allowed to look lived in. It's nice when it's clean, but it doesn't have to be like sparkling clean.
No, I just can't live in my room right now because I can't even walk across it. Because it's full of shit. So I may have to clean that someday.
You might have a little hoarding problem with clothes.
I do. And I'm figuring out like what types of clothes I like to wear at work every day. And I'm like, I need to just get rid of everything that's like, I have like 4 main outfits that I wear at work every day. I'm like, why do I not just get rid of all the other shit that I like? I like try doing these fancy. I try doing these like fancy, cute outfits, and I'm like, those aren't me. Like, I don't know. I'm really bad at getting rid of shit, but that's why I love like when I went to Vegas for New Year's. I had a backpack. Can you believe it? 4 days in Vegas, and I had my little mini backpack that fits under the seat on the airplane, and I was able to fit all my clothes. I fit my curling iron, my makeup that I needed, in a little Ziploc bag, and I was good. And I was like, why I can't? But then as soon as I go on like a weekend trip, I'm like, big duffel bag, I need all this shit. Like, as soon as I have car space, I'm like, I need all of it. But I'm like, yeah. Buster's snoring in my arms, and it's like the cutest thing ever. And I'm sorry, guys. I look like my eyes and stuff look so tired when I don't have eyeliner on.
Yeah, I cheated today because I needed a shower. I needed to wash my hair badly, so this is why my hair looks on point today. And I put makeup on.
My hair looks like shit, but it's fine.
No, you're perfect. Okay. It's okay to look like trash once in a while. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Not that you look like trash.
This is what I look at.
That's what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant like myself before I shower.
The truth comes out, guys. This is our friend. She's like,
it looks like trash. Not what I meant. I was referring to myself before. Like, my hair was so disgusting. When I removed the elastic, it stayed put. Like, I had a ponytail, and then I removed the elastic, and it was still, like, kind of holding there. And this morning I was like, I don't need to shower. I'll shower later. So, I look like trash like for the past 3 days.
See, and I look like trash every day at work because I wake up 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be at my work. And so then I'm just like, throw on the clothes, go. But I'm like, fuck the hair, fuck the makeup. Which I think is probably why when I'm like in Vegas and I'm like, I feel all cute and fun because I actually do my eyeliner, do my makeup, and like make my hair look good. And then I feel more confident. And then I go to work and I'm just like, blah, fuck it.
No, it's okay because
if you
when
look
I
tired
wear
every day,
makeup,
then your kids don't complain.
Huh?
Oh, I was going to say, if you don't look like, on the day, if I wore makeup all the time and then I didn't wear makeup, all my students would be like, you look so tired, what's wrong? So if I just never wear it, then they're never like, what's wrong? It's just the normal. So then they can't say I look like trash because they're just used to it.
You don't look like trash, oh my god. I can't wait for Sean to see that recording. He's going to be like, shame on you, Val.
Oh, I'm making a clip of that. That's going to be one of our YouTube shorts. Podcaster calls co-host trash. Is this the beginning of... It's a new TikTok video.
PNZ. But I was going to say that often I don't put makeup on, especially on the weeks when I have the kids, because I have to wake up at 5:30 to get Mary ready, be at school at 6:30 to get the bus, to take the bus. And often she's like, Mom, you should wear makeup. So when I do, I only do like my eyes, because I don't like wearing lipstick, because then I'm self-conscious about having lipstick on my teeth. And I can't do contour and shit like that. Nobody has time for that. And so the other day I put makeup on and she's like, Mom, you really should put some lipstick on. It's like, listen here, you little... Don't tell me to put makeup on, okay? That's not how I fucking raised you. Not to
she
say
speaks
it.
her mind.
She does. Oh, trust me. She's gonna turn 9 this week. I can't wrap my head around that. But she says sometimes it feels like she's 14.
How is she 9? I feel like she's still that little one that I just saw like on Facebook pictures and stuff when she was like...
Yep, she's turning 9. I don't understand.
That's crazy.
The funny part to me is, some people still think that climate change isn't real, but it kind of is. So Mary was born in 2014, and on the week that she was born, which is late January, it was like minus 40 the entire week. Like, you know how you can see steam coming out of buildings? Mm-hmm. And I was at the hospital for the entire week because I had a C-section. And, like, the steam coming out of buildings looked like blocks of ice in the air. Like, it was so freaking cold. And this week, today is the coldest day that we've had. It's minus 7 Celsius, so for sure under 32 Fahrenheit. It's 32 is 0. I don't know. Maybe it's 20 Fahrenheit now. And we're having a huge snowstorm. But it's still not minus 40.
You're having a snowstorm right now, though?
Yeah. Like, we went to walk my dog, I don't know, at 7 p.m. And, like, we walked 5 minutes, we turned around, and by the time we walked back, we could barely see our footsteps.
Wow.
It's that much.
Snowing good. Goodness.
Yeah.
A negative 7 is 19 degrees Fahrenheit.
I said 20.
What's negative 40? You said negative 40?
Yeah, but negative 40 Celsius and negative 40 Fahrenheit's the same thing.
What the fuck? How does that happen?
I have no idea. Listen, it's numbers. Don't ask me about numbers. I can't.
Wait, isn't that the thing? What's the one? Okay, so negative... Is that the only time they match up? Is that the negative 40? Mm-hmm. And we had talked about that before on one of the episodes, right? Or you had told me that. Okay, because we'd had that before, and then one time I was doing like a trivia game on Jackbox. I think I sent you a picture. We were playing trivia on Jackbox, and it was like, at what temperature is Celsius and Fahrenheit the same? And I got it. And James is like, how did you know that? Did you just guess? And I'm like, no, Val and I talked about that on our podcast last week. And he was like, what the... Like, it was literally like that week. I literally learned it. I forgot it, obviously. But I knew it right after that for the trivia night. And I was like, Oh, I learned that on my podcast from my Canadian friend.
Yay.
I learned so many new things. You know, I didn't know. Now I know it again, because I forgot. But I learned it again. He's snoring so cute. It's adorable.
Oh,
I really want to put on eye makeup, but he is too cute, and so I'm just going to suffer through looking like this for a little bit.
Do you want to put makeup on?
Well, I just want to put eyeliner on, but it's across the room and Buster's in my arms, and he's really cute.
Oh, yeah.
He's super adorable. I can't leave him.
Oh.
I can't leave that little guy.
You can't move. That's where you live now.
This is me. I'm gonna look like trash, and I'm gonna hold my little baby. Last night I got home from work at 11 o'clock, and Buster was cuddling with James, and I think he was pissed at me, and so I, like, curled up in my beanbag, and I, like, Buster finally came over to me, and so I, like, put him under the blankets, and I was like, let's be cute and cuddle, and he, like, pushed his way out of the blanket so fast, and, like, laid on the end right next to me, and I, like, was like, fine, like, don't even cuddle on me, and then this morning he was, like, under the blankets all curled up with James, and I'm like, what the fuck? He was, like, pissed at me last night because I wasn't home. He was like, screw you, Mom. But now he's cuddling with me. And he's being super cute about it.
Catching up on yesterday.
I know, apparently. I've been, like, really clingy to him because I feel like he's getting older with almost being 13. And I'm like, I need to plan, like, I was like, I want to plan some of my summer trips with him. Like, I know I need to do, like, amusement parks and stuff. But I was like, I want to do some road trips. Like if we go to Maine, the hotel we stay at is dog-friendly. I'm like, let's just make it a dog-friendly trip. We might not be able to go on our whale-watching tour and stuff, but, like, I can do that in 20 years. And I can do that later. I was like...
It's going to be the same whale for
like,
20 years.
I know. I was like, let's take him on a trip. And, like, we just know that everything has to be dog-friendly. And then the hikes are dog-friendly. And I have a backpack that I can carry him on the hike. And he doesn't have to walk it. And I'm like, I don't have that many more, like, summer trips with him. And weekends with him. So I'm like... my baby. I mean, hopefully he has like 4 more years at least. But oh my god, did I tell you how I fucked up my student loans? I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself, guys. Okay, so killer moment. Okay, like I had public service loan forgiveness forgives your loans in 10 years when you work nonprofit for 10 years. I have 3.5 years left, which isn't horrible. I can do it. I'm almost there. But until October, they had this, like, limited time waiver where you could consolidate your private loans that didn't count for forgiveness. You could consolidate those into your public loans and not reset your account back to 0. So now my private loans can get forgiven because now they, like, switch the type that they are. So those will get forgiven now. But they also, like, when I consolidated it, it, like, matched my highest payment count. So, like, some of them I consolidated at one point, like, and they were only at 62 count, and then when I consolidated, they, like, went up to the 72 count that the other ones were at. So, like, it went to the highest amount that you could have. So, like, it made all of them on the same timeline. Because before, if you would consolidate, it would send you back to 0. But until October, they would let you, like, fix it and consolidate and, like, put you at the highest pay, or at the highest month. So I was like, everything was at 72 then. My 62 ones went up to 72, and I was like, okay, 72 months is how many I have. So then I was like, okay, I don't need to consolidate the rest of these because I don't have more than 72 months of full-time work. Like, looking at the calendar, when I started working full-time, like, that was not 10 years ago. And so I, like, didn't do it, and I should have done it, but I was like, oh, if I do it, like, there's that chance it could go back to 0, and I know I don't need to. Fucking A, the other day I looked on the website and, like, all of a sudden they're all at 72, but one of them is at 114. I'm like, how the fuck is it at 114? So, like, and I called the people and was like, how, like, that didn't show up that way. And they're like, oh, that's because it was, like, when the waiver went through, it pushed it up. And I was like, but I didn't consolidate because I knew my highest count was 72. If I had known one of them was at 114, I would have, like, consolidated all of them. So now $5,000 will be forgiven in, like, 5 months. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? They could have all been gone in, like, 5 months. I could have been free in, like, 5 months because they would have all been at that 114 if I consolidated. But I didn't know I had anything at 114. I'm like, I wasn't even working full-time at 114 months ago, so I don't know, like, what that one randomly counted. It's like, I'm so pissed. So I'm like, oh my god. So now I have, like, 3.5 more years left, still, because I didn't
Oh.
freaking consolidate when I should have. And so I'm gonna, like, try and put in some other employment forms from the YMCA when I was working, like, 30 hours a week. I just have to convince the people at the Y to, like, fill out the form being like, from this month to this month she worked 30 hours. I was like, I know you won't say I work full-time because you're all stingy about that, but the lady I talked to said, normally it's only if you worked full-time and not, but then she was like, no, they count it if you worked 30 hours, even if your job didn't consider you full-time, which I hadn't heard that before, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to put in this form and hopefully but then they're like, we're doing this other limited waiver thing in July with some adjustment thing. So I'm like crossing my fingers that somehow that'll like make the others match the 114, but I don't think it will. I think I'm going to be stuck doing it for 3.5 more years and paying every month for 3.5 years.
That sucks.
I'm so mad. All I had to do was just have consolidated. Like, I went back and forth on it all the time. I was like, should I do it? Should I not? And then I was just like, I should have done it. And then James was like, yeah, I was thinking you should have done it. I'm like, don't tell me that. Because, like, I was thinking the same thing. Like, it was just one of those things where I was like, I should have just done it, but I didn't know that there was something at 114. Otherwise, I would have in a second. I was like, no, because that's 62 when I filled it out. The 62 went up to 72. So I was like, that was my lowest count. So I'm like, I'm gonna try and figure out if I can, like, send in a complaint to someone with this, like, ombudsman thing that, like, put in some kind of complaint and see if I can, like, be like, hey, like, the only reason I didn't is because this, and now this is randomly showing up, so, like, can I retroactively do something? So I'm gonna, like, at least send in, like, do something to try, but I know it's not the end of the world, and it's like, I could still get them forgiven in 3.5 years, as long as the government doesn't screw us over. Like, hopefully in a few years they just fix the program altogether and, like, wipe some of the stuff. I mean, they keep doing little things to try and, like, help it, but, like, yeah, I'm just so mad. It was like some stupid thing. I could have just done it and it would have been fine, but I would have if I knew that one was at 114. So that's my ramble about that. So student loans, guys, they freaking suck. But
they look like they freaking suck. Like, Sean's
so
still
mad at myself for that.
Like, he didn't even finish college. I don't know which he went to. And what he has left to pay is more than my entire bachelor's degree. It's ridiculous.
Expensive. It's so crazy. Expensive. It's like, because I still owe like 60-something thousand, which is like, a lot of that's also from interest, because like, the interest keeps building like crazy, but like, well, and that's why like, I was looking at possibly getting like a second master's. Mm-hmm. My first master's was pointless. I need to remember to like, do all the credits, update that, but like, if I were to get another master's, I was, like, looking at the programs, and it's, like, some of the schools are 900 a credit hour, and I would need, like, 35 credits. And then some of them are, like, the cheaper schools are, like, 400 a credit hour, and I'm like, that's still a lot. 400 times 30? Like, and I don't want to do a master's program again. I don't want to do another one. So I'm hoping I can just not do it, but I'm like, ugh. But yeah, school's so expensive. I'm not a fan. Definitely not a fan. But yeah, and the loans and all this. I mean, the loan forgiveness thing is great. I just wish I followed the steps I should have. So I've been having I went in a little spiral the other day after that. And just, like, hated myself for a little while and was struggling with, like, forgiveness. Like, yeah. Not killing myself for that. Like, I'm just, like, it's not the end of the world. They'll still get forgiven in 3.5 years. Worst case is I'm, like, paying on it forever. But, like, they'll go away eventually. Like, I don't think it'll be a forever thing. Somewhere along the line, like, the government will, like, get their shit figured out and, like, wipe it, or something will happen, I think. But, yeah, I was frustrated about that one. So that was my downer this week, and I was very mad at myself. But I'm going to try and pursue it and see if I can do something, and see if this random waiver that they're saying is happening in July will push them all up to that 114. But I think the 114 would be forgiven before that even happens, so then they won't have anything to match it up to. So I'm like, so I should probably put in the complaint fast before they like forgive that 114 win.
Mm-hmm.
So I might need to, but there's not many channels to go through. I don't know. I need to take screenshots and I don't know. I'm gonna try and. I wish I could just talk to people instead of sending an email because I don't know what to say in an email. But that's a long rant for this. Sorry, guys. That's my college loan rant, which a lot of you can probably relate to. But frustrating. Yeah. Also, eventually, I'll talk to you about my tattoo designs that I'm working on because I really want to tattoo.
You have a tattoo?
I have one, but like, I have one on my foot. But I want to get the Churches song. Churches has a song called "Asking for a Friend," and it has a refrain in it that says like "You still matter." And I was like, I really want to get that tattooed on my wrist somewhere, but I'd have to like probably do it sideways because I don't think it would fit. Short. I want to get it short ways, but I don't think it would fit. The "You still matter." I don't know. That'd be pretty tiny print.
You can write in 2 lines.
I guess I could do it. So I have it in the handwriting of the Church's artist. So I would get it in like her handwriting. But then I also like really want to tattoo possibly for my cousin and or my uncle. So I'm like, James is like, you're just gonna get a tattoo for every family member when they die, and I'm like, basically. But like, I don't know, when my cousin passed it on Valentine's Day last year, like it was a pretty like shocking sudden death. And so I was looking at tattoos today though, and like he liked Mario Kart and got me started on Mario Kart. So I was like, there's some really cute little minimalist tattoos of like the little mushroom. I was like, I don't think I'd want that on my. I was thinking about getting like "You Still Matter" and then putting like the mushroom like right next to it, or the star, or like little Mario Kart mushroom on my wrist. I like the cute little minimalist ones, you know, and then put it on my wrist and put like, I don't know, but I don't know if those two would match together to have the little mushroom and the "You Still Matter" on the same wrist. It might be kind of weird. I don't know. But then she wrote in her handwriting, so it was Travis Engel, so she did T-E, but she did the Church's E is like 3 straight lines without the bar. So it's just like 3 little dashes. So she did like T-E with a little heart next to it. And so it's really cute and just kind of like, her handwriting was fun on it. So I was thinking about putting that like in the mushroom somewhere or something, or kind of combining the Mario thing with the T-E and the heart to just kind of like, I don't know, just my reminder to like live life to the fullest, and like, because he was like 36, I think, and so I don't know, I'm still working on the designs, but I'm not decisive enough to decide what I want on my hand forever, or on my foot, or I could also do that one on my foot. I don't know, I could do "You Still Matter" on my hand and mushroom on my foot. If anyone has tattoo ideas, let me know. I'm working on that design still. Val has all the cool ones.
Well, outside of Miss Frizzle that I was supposed to get the week that everything closed with the pandemic, and I'm probably gonna get Natsu from Fairy Tail because I really like that show. There's a line that has gotten me through something really difficult when I was being abused as a child and a teenager. Couldn't figure out the word for teenager in English. And it's a line from a song by Billy Talon that says, "You can steal my body, but you can steal my soul." And I've wanted that tattooed on me forever. Well, I mean, the album came out, I don't know, in 2002, 2003. And it kept me going. Like, this song kept me going. And I didn't kill myself. Well, because I didn't kill myself because I also have a little sister and I didn't want to leave her behind. I have 2 little sisters. But I wasn't really close at that moment with the not biological sister. Anyway, so I didn't want to leave my little sister behind, and that song kept me going. Like, it's the song that kept me afloat. And I wanted to get it tattooed like on my rib cage, but apparently it's like one of the worst places. And that's the thing, I want to see it, but I don't want to put it like on my forearm because it's private. Like, I don't mind. Here I am talking about it on a podcast that people are going to listen to. So, like, if people walk by me at the office and I'm wearing short sleeves, like, oh, what do you have there? Well, it's private. I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
But
you don't want to
then
have to, like, explain it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But, and I don't want it on my back because I won't ever be able to see it. And on my thigh, I already have a line of a song by Trivium. So I was like, where do I put it? So, on my forehead.
The ribcage would be a cool spot, though.
Yeah, but it hurts like this. Apparently, it's the worst. And it's not like I'm getting just a little heart tattoo. It's a full sentence.
I guess that would be a lot. That would be kind of painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I always just struggle because they're so permanent that it's like you can't move it once you pick your spot for it. It's like, no, you're stuck with it. And I'm like, yeah. And I don't know. And your wrist is so tiny. But I also like on the wrist you can cover it up. Like, I could wear like a watch band or like, I mean, I wear 30 million and one. I can't lift the other hand up because Buster's on it. I wear 30 million and one bracelets. So I could easily like cover it if I wanted to. But
yeah, you can put sleeves.
But yeah, that's why I don't know if I should put You Still Matter with just by itself or like have something like next to it kind of. But that's kind of my like, especially in these past few weeks when I've been dealing with a lot of like mental health shit where I'm like, that song just kind of is like, and in that song they talk about like, I was a fuck up and like, but you still matter. Like, no matter what was in the past, like, it's the whole line that I really like is, the past is in the past, it wasn't meant to last, but you still matter. And I was like, the past is in the past, it wasn't meant to last. And I was like, so it's just kind of that, like, let it go. Like, stop, like, which is a constant reminder I need, because I'm always, like, constantly, like, the whole song is a reminder. I could put so many different lyrics from that song on me, and I'm like, but I wanted to put the past is in the past, it wasn't meant to last, but that's too long. So I was like, if I just put the You Still Matter, I know what the rest of the lyrics are that go with that. And so, I'm like, James isn't the biggest fan of tattoos, but he's a huge fan of churches. So, like, I was like, we can compromise, and I'll put it in her handwriting. So it's in Lauren's handwriting, and then it's also really, really meaningful for me. And so then, but I'm supposed to combine it somehow with my cousin. So I was like, I could kind of do it as like a...
They don't have to be combined.
They don't have to be, but I was like, because then I was like, well, then I'm going to get a tattoo of Buster's paw print when he passes. So I'm like, that's 4. And then I was like thinking about one for my uncle, but I was like, okay, I'd like to do one family one that like kind of just symbolizes like family. And so then when anyone passes, I just kind of have this like family thing. But Mario would be cool because Mario Kart kind of symbolizes the whole Maddox family and like the cousins, and I like 10 of us shoved into one little room playing Mario Kart for hours. And so, which is why I'm so good at Mario Kart now, because I think I don't know how much I actually got to play as a kid, because my cousins took over the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Travis played all the time, and everyone else watched him, but I'm probably learned all the cheats from him, and every strategy from him, and like, and the other cousins, and I kind of learned through, like, observing it. But, so I was like, well, Mario Kart would almost be, like, a symbol of the whole family anyways. Like, I play it with my brother all the time, I played it with my cousins all the time, so, like, my uncle was around when we were playing it, so I'm like, it just symbolizes everyone. But, I don't know, and the mushroom's kind of cute.
Yep.
And so, I don't know. Or I would do Mario, but the mushroom's cuter than Mario. Because I'm always Toad whenever I play. I always am Toad. And so, I should just get Toad.
Yeah.
I like that idea, actually. That's kind of fun. I just have to figure out where I'd put the TE inside the Toad. Because I was going to do a moon. That's the other thing. This is turning into a pod. The what?
TE. What's TE for?
Travis Ingle. For my cousin.
Oh.
Because I was going to do it in, like, the T with the little, like, E dashes. And so, because her, like, I think it's too bright. Her handwriting on that one was really cool.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Why is the lighting so crappy? Does that angle work?
Oh,
Can you see it? So it's like the 3 dashes is like the church's version of the E. And I like her heart because I like it's like a messy heart. So it's like T. It's almost like T equals heart, but it's also like TE for her initials, or for his initials, and so, and then she did the "You Still Matter"
Oh, wow.
for my wrist, and so I was like, I like her handwriting; it's cute too. So I was like, that would be fun. But yeah, so that would be like, but I was gonna do the moon, like the moon phases, because I'm really big on the moon. I'm like obsessed with the moon phases and like kind of that changing of like how like that idea of the moon to change and then it's like always gonna like come back. And so, and then when my cousin passed, the night he passed, like it was almost a full moon. It was like it was like 90% full or something. So like whenever I see full moons, I always think of him too. But then I think he was born and died on the same moon phase. I think it was the same moon phase when he was born as when he passed. And I think his moon phase was like the same as mine when I was born. So I was going to get like the waxing gibbous where it's like almost full and then put it in his like turquoise birthstone color. Because then it'd be like the moon for me, but then also like his blue. So I was like thinking about doing that on my wrist, but the moon is really easy to screw up. I've seen some like really good moon tattoos and I've seen some really shit ones, and so I'm like, it's a little bit risky. I'm like, or just a simple, eventually maybe on my foot I'll just do like a simple one of like the little moon phases and not on my wrist. But I was like, it's another tattoo. But I was like, James, I'll just cover my feet with tattoos because then you never have to see them, because he's not as big of a fan. But I'm like, let's compromise because I still want sun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I put them like on my feet or like areas that aren't, I also like that back of the elbow look, kind of like the back of the arm. Have you seen those ones where it's just like really like small one, like right on the back of the arm? That one's not bad.
It would be painful.
Probably. And some people have them like right above the elbow, like a little tiny one. I don't know. The lead singer from Churches has one on the back of her arm. It's like really like minuscule, but I don't know. There's my tattoo chat for you guys. I'm just on a roll tonight. I was like, I'm not gonna have anything to talk about on our ramblings.
There we are. It's almost 11 at night.
Oh shit, I still have to do the case. Okay, Val's gonna kill me. Alright.
No.
Let's wrap.
I could talk about tattoos all day. That's the problem.
You and I will have to brainstorm. So if you're bored, you can look at cute little minimal Mario tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm obsessed. Okay, now I'm gonna start looking at this. Alright. Should we go into our case in a second? Are you ready?
Well, we should end it here so I can edit it and for
just end this one, right?
Yeah. So you can reach us at Murders Across Borders on Instagram. MAB Podcast on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube at Murders Across Borders.
Which we're gonna start posting more, I promise.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Eventually TikTok, not yet, but I'm gonna make one.
We're talking about it. Yeah, you can listen to us on any podcasting platform. We're probably there. If we're not, let us know. We'll figure it out. And make sure to rate, subscribe, share, stuff like that.
Please, we're almost to 1,000, guys. Thanks to you guys. We love you all.
I can't believe this. Like, I thought it was... I didn't believe it. I still don't.
I know, I'm shocked every time the numbers go up. I'm like, our baby podcast. So thank you guys for listening. Even if it's for a minute, it counts. So we appreciate
really
it.
Appreciate it. You can follow me on Instagram and now TikTok at A Grammar Nerd. You can follow Kate.
So Adventures Without a Roadmap on Instagram and YouTube. My TikTok is Without a Roadmap. Same as my Instagram. Or my Twitter. So yeah, find me on any of those spots. I'm just everywhere.
Everywhere.
I dabble in all of them. So check us out on all those. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And send us questions or anything anytime too, if you have ideas for us to ramble about. Not that we need ideas, but we'll take them, because I'm sure there's interesting things that people would want to know. So, ask away. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.